How lovely to... I'm a painter by trade, as you can see, but a cartographer at heart. You might think there isn't enough work for one of my talents in a downtrodden city like Sicil, and you'd be quite right.
Join the Spud Club if you got an eye for
I travel around...
Well, what sort of arrows do you want? Freezing? Silver? Poison? Get to the point.
Fresh haddock. Perfect for a fry-up.
Not the move for cheese. No excuses more holes than the size of this pie.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Join the Spud Club if you got an eye for farm potatoes.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses. Not the move for cheese. No excuses more holes than the size of this pie.
Join the Spud Club if you got an eye for farm potatoes.
Made a big cheese on your book with a wheel of the good stuff.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies Sicil's ever seen.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Join the Spud Club if you got an eye for farm potatoes.
Not the move for cheese. No excuses more holes than the size of this pie. Forward there.
Potions to bemuscle you. Scrolls to entussle you. Fresh haddock. Perfect for a fry-up.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses. Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
Made a big cheese on your book with a wheel of the good stuff.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Toe of snake. Wing of worm. Brew and spice 'em. Stir and churn.
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
Heavenly herring. Delicious dogfish. Yours for a scrap of gold each.
Any takers? Come on, you chickens!
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Fresh haddock. Perfect for a fry-up. Toe of snake. Wing of worm. Brew 'em, spice 'em. Stir and churn.
Not the move for cheese. No excuses more holes than the size of this pie. Forward there. Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
market, it seems.
Not in the mood for cheese. An excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine golden land.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Any takers? Come on, you chickens.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes. Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies size seals ever seen.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Let's see. Carrot, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
I'm straight. I'm true. Aaron's by the cousins.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies size seals ever seen.
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Ain't a big cheese on your brook with a wheel of the good stuff.
Any takers? Come on, you chickens.
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
Lonesome? Spiritless? Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew 'em, spice 'em, stir and churn.
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with
Ah, gracious patron, I see your tired eyes looking a bit teary. I've just the potion for that. Or would you prefer a toasty fire spell to dry those vapours?
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses. Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes. Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies size seals ever seen.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Well, what sort of arrows do you want? Freezing? Silver? Poison? Get to the point.
Just a man with many cheeses.
Fresh haddock, perfect for a fire.
Ain't a big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff. Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine almond bag.
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Fresh haddock, perfect for a fire.
Ain't a big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Well, what sort of arrows do you want? Freezing? Silver? Poison? Get to the point.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine almond bag.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Ain't a big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Aim straight. Aim true. Arrows by the dozens.
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine almond bag.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Aim straight. Aim true. Arrows by the dozens.
Spiritless? Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into
I wonder
your
how
routine.
my dear sweet Doreen is doing. Tomatoes.
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse has more holes than a slice of this fine almond.
Quite day on the market, it seems.
Pay the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Waiting for what, exactly? Oh, you think you can speak that way to us?
Pay the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff. Pay the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff. Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse has more holes than a slice of this fine almond.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies size seals ever seen. So you're just hanging around again, are you? Waiting for what, exactly?
How thank you to leave me be.
You're in the spot club if you got an eye for farm potatoes. Speak that way to us. It's the fact to say it, I've got my eye on you, Barry.
Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish, yours for a scrap gold each.
Pay the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish, yours for a scrap gold each.
Pay the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
You think you can speak that way to us? Well, the fact to say it, I've got my eye on you, Barry.
Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish, yours for a scrap gold each.
Pay the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff. Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse has more holes than a slice of this fine almond.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish, yours for a
So you're just hanging around the inn, are you? Waiting for what, exactly?
I'll thank you to leave me be, you old rat.
Oh, you think you can speak that way to us? Well, suffice to say it, I've got my eye on you, Baron.
I am a duke, potato-eating peasant.
You call to Walgraf. He awaits your queries.
Ah, hello. I suppose you're here to viciously interrogate me for information I don't have, like our noble Captain Aureus before you. I am the Duke of Ferrell, though I suppose my name is in the mouths of enough ruthless gossipers that you've heard of me by now. Yes, she and I have a history. That's hardly a secret anymore. I quite doubt it was even a secret from Jake while he lived. As easy as it would be to pin suspicions on Esmeralda or I assure you that the affair was never so steamy and sordid as the busybodies around town make it out to be. Jake and Esmeralda had no great affection for each other. He had his interests, she had hers, and there was little passion left between them. Certainly not enough to fuel a murder. It's very tragic news. I won't posture and say that the Counselor and I were anything near allies, but I truly never wish the man harm.
Oh, careful now. Your head's grown more swollen than Saffron's, I dare say.
Never saw you in the king crab before. You're welcome to scratch me behind the ears if you like. I won't scratch back. I am Unsinkable Sam. At least that's what they call me around here. Used to be a ship's cat, but the clipper I was on sank, and I was the only one to wrestle himself free from the waves. The people here were kind and took me in. Been the king crab's foremost patron ever since. A magnificent ship she was. Used to belong to a pirate, I was told. Unlike me, she didn't prove to be unsinkable, though. We hit the cliffs right neath the lighthouse. Not very apt a name for that building, I must say, for no light was shining from it. The moment I hit the water, I writhed around like I would on a hot tin roof. By some miracle, I managed to reach the beach, covered in kelp and smelling worse than a fish's funeral parlor. But I was alive, and that was more than anybody else could say. So I was. What friends I had. They drowned alongside the rats I used to hunt in the galley. And there I was, all alone. Not that I have it bad here, mind you. I've milk and fish aplenty. Most folks will pet me kindly, and when one of the village girls holds me tight against her ample bosom, I purr up a storm. But I do long for a companion of my own kind, and in that regard, there is no one like Maxine. Maxine, the mayor's darling pet. So gentle, so fair a feline. The grace of her whiskers, the subtle palette of dyes in her sable coat. She's one of a kind, that cat. She likes me. I know she does. But when I declare my love, she backs away. I don't know why. I have serenaded her and braved many a bucket of water for my efforts. But for some reason, she is not to be swayed. By all means. People make a fuss about them because they endanger the lands around the city. They never bother me when I'm out for my monthly walk, though. But still, I do detest them. I mean, they're so unnatural, aren't they? Cats can have 9 lives, but humans are only entitled to 1. Oh, don't mention orcs to me. Worse than dogs, that lot. Sank Walrus Willie's boat right from under him. Best anchovy fisher in the world he was. A loss to us all.
I am a duke, potato-eating peasant.
What have we here? A source hunter, is it? Well, my day just became rather more stimulating. Oh, stand still then, if you don't mind. I want to take a good long look at the so-called savior of Sicile.
So you're just hanging around the inn, are you? Waiting for what, exactly? Oh, you think you can speak that way to us? Well, suffice to say it, I've got my eye on you, Baron.
I am a duke, potato-eating peasant.
will keep shouting my name.
Tall as an elf, strong as an orc, but your face, quite classical, isn't it? Statuesque, some might say. Yes, smooth and sturdy as marble, yet fine as a chisel's edge. And my word, what passion burns from your eyes. Please forgive my being forward, but I dare say, can it be? You're exactly the person I've been searching for. I am Anna, jewel in the crown that is the Fabulous Five. I've cut 1,000 throats, and baked 1,000 bread rolls, stolen the crown jewels of the Queen of Errata, and, with my pockets full, helped her reach enlightenment. When the day comes that I die, the gods will evacuate the heavens to make space for my formidable collection of designer slippers. I contain multitudes, you see, and I am utterly replete. Except that, much to my dismay, I had as yet to find the companion to whom my heart so clearly calls. But then, Source Hunter, you wandered into this tavern, and I am most certain that that companion is you. That I have. For nearly a lifetime, it seems. Well, I'm sure you must know what I mean. Like existence itself lacked a significant component? Like if you could only fill a certain void, could connect with the right body, the right spirit. Together you could uncover new and thrilling vistas. I believe I have found that component, that body, that spirit within you, Source Hunter. Come, if ever we are to be united, we must truly entwine our fates. We must link our causes forevermore. Yes, you must join the Fabulous Five right away, as soon as time permits. Together, as a team, we'll explore the boundless realm before us. We'll uncover fate, inch by inch. So you've joined up. You've sworn to share in our adversity and our bounty alike. Oh, you've made my heart soar. I can finally offer you our finest adventuring equipment at fantastic in-house rates. Come now, let's trade. Well, you must be thrilled to find yourself a member of a team so widely renowned for its valor and skill. And you must be even more curious about how you yourself can suit up to face such enemies as a member of the Fabulous Five must face. Well, never fear. I have everything you need. I hear you've been tasked with taking out that crazed robot in the northern cave. I'm sure you'd like to equip yourself with the finest possible accoutrement, wouldn't you? Come, I have everything you need. Oh, darling, that was so long ago now. Who can remember who said what after all this time? What matters is the here and now. And in this moment, I promise to give you the best deals on adventuring equipment you'll find in all Sicile. Well, you are a member of the eminent Fabulous Five, after all.
Waiting for what, exactly?
Tell me.
Sorry, I've run out of signed handkerchiefs. An Alistair keyring, maybe. In any case, make it quick. You're not the only fan who wants some of my time. What do you mean, not familiar? You expect me to believe you've never heard of Alistair the Almighty? Why, I'm only the most famous wizard this side of the distance. Although, it'd be worth checking the other side too, just in case. And don't forget, I'm the most eminent member of the Fabulous Five to boot. Surely you already know we've been voted the most influential adventurers guild by SideQuest Monthly. 3 years running. Well, you're far from my caliber, but who isn't? It's good you're eager. but let me give you a word of warning. Aim for my spots, and your career in the Fabulous Five will meet a most unsavory end. Ah, you'll be dealing with Ahu's little abomination, will you? I'd go myself, but I'd fear I'd end the fight before anyone else got in their licks. If I don't leave a few crumbs for the newbies once in a while, they'll accuse me of stealing the spotlight, you see. Those nasty beasts are hardly worth my time, though I suppose I'll step in if none of the recruits manage to prove adept enough to handle a few skeletons.
Oh, my good man. Drink if you please.
Please do keep shouting in my ear.
Tell me, Alistair, have you ever had the fortune of challenging the fabled wizard of Hunter's Edge?
A source hunter? I'd like to report some dark magic. Only tainted hearts could tip as miserably as this lot.
Ancient and arcane secrets.
Been at the King Crab nearly 10 years now, personally. Seen every character you can imagine, from bums to wizards, passed through these doors for a pint and a place to rest. I think I'm one of the last folks to hear him alive. That awful scream has been ringing in my ears ever since. And with the room where it all happened still under quarantine, we've a constant reminder of exactly what happened. Though that's the question, isn't it? What exactly did happen? We all thought it was Esmeralda who checked into that room, and the Duke that followed her in. I was washing up and nudging the last of the lushes out of the door when a cloaked woman rushed in right past me. I never got a good look at her, damn my eyes, but I figured the way she disappeared that she was visiting one of the lodgers. Lucky for the perpetrators, I was rinsing bottles in the back when the terrible deed took place and saw nothing more. I'm not proud to say I ducked under the counter and damn well stayed there till I heard Ivab fling that door open, but I was paralyzed with fright.
So you're just hanging around the inn, are you? Waiting for what, exactly?
Whatever happened to that troop of eager imbeciles we sent to the Northern Cave?
Do I seem like the sort who concerns myself with such things?
You'll be concerned enough when you realize that reward money won't be lining your pockets.
Pointless chatter with strangers does so thrill me. How did you know? Please continue interrupting my drink if you'd be so kind. How curious of you to show interest in a lonesome stranger at the bar. Let me answer by saying that who I am is hardly any of your business, and anyone with an ounce of tact would have known that already. So you've wrangled a position in the Fabulous Five, have you? I'm fairly brimming with enthusiasm at the prospect of calling you a partner. You'd better leave me undisturbed, or my emotions might just bubble over. You've been sent after Ahu's insane robot, I understand. Do you imagine that while you're busy being crushed by that abomination, I'll manage to get through a whole drink, distraction-free?
To match once or twice.
The closest I...
Zimbladorix! That! Ha! Quite under my spell, aren't you? Yes, my enfriending charm never fails.
Shouting in my ear.
Me? You mean you don't recognize me? Well, you must live under a very large, very heavy rock, for I'm the finest wizard in Rivellon. Yes, that is strange. Strange indeed. But it's a strange world we live in, isn't it? A strange and magical world, full of wonders and regionis regentum. Oh, you'll find out. You'll find out indeed, if I'm as good as they say I am. You'll have sprouted a pair of long purple ears in the next hour. Ah, how I do love a tasty aubergine in summertime.
Oh, my good man. Drink, you please.
Greetings, traveller. And may the Immaculate Conduit's myriad blessings comfort and cradle you. Tell me, have you yet heard the revelation? What's in a name, dear friend? For we all begin equal in the Conduit's eyes, and only through great deeds may enter into her inner ring. You mean you haven't heard? Oh, what fortune that I may share the goddess's salvation with one who has, as yet, been lost. Steel yourself, friend, for your mortal spirit could be forever transformed from this moment forth. The conduit, our link to the goddess herself, has given us a special gift, and the gift is thus. By following her instructions and becoming initiated into the one way, we can each of us live on for a span greater than the number of stars that twinkle within the goddess's right eye. She came from on high to we mortals and showed us the path to the goddess, where all living souls are naturally inclined. She showed us that injury and malady need not mark the end of life, but that through her methods we could ascend to greater life in service of the goddess. Ah, for this hallowed information, you must seek an immaculate chapel. Go north, friend, through the forest and into the town of Silverglen, where all may be revealed. There, among her followers and friends, dwells the goddess's ecstasy, her one way. Go on the path to the righteous, my friend. Forget not that the conduit has great plans for you.
Oh, my good man. Drink, you please.
Please do keep shouting, my king.
They say he's privy to ancient and arcane secrets, the likes of which I doubt you could even
Oh, my good man. Drink, you please.
Please do keep shouting, my king.
Whatever happened to that troop of eager imbeciles we sent to the northern cave?
Do I seem like the sort who concerns myself with such things?
You'll be concerned enough when you realize that reward money won't be...
Hearty welcome to the King Crab Inn, and a pleasure to have you. You look like you could use a round or three, so what'll it be? Have a seat and stay a while. The name's Ivad. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I've been offering the weary travellers of Sicil drink and rest for nearly 2 decades now, but the King Crab's older than that by a long shot. All you see before you is the manifestation of my great-grandpappy Horatius Dungeness's noble vision. Beer and naps for everyone, no questions asked. Well, between you and me, things have been rather slow since the incident. But with spirits high and liquor flowing like it is tonight, it seems a crab may just come out of that pinch. Psst. Mind if we keep our voices down over that sensitive subject? Death and dark magic ain't exactly great for business, you know. That room where it happened, it was rented to a certain woman, though I regret to say I can't say exactly who. This inn isn't in the business of asking many questions, if you know what I mean. She came heavily cloaked, but paid the full sum in advance. I was used to such transactions after many similar concerning a certain Esmeralda. Figured this were just more at same. I saw one other figure go into the room that night. Someone tall, built broad like a man, but shrouded the same as she. Again, standard practice for Mrs. Counsellor and her visitors. I was startled awake by a horrendous hubbub shortly after midnight. I jumped up and grabbed me grandpappy's machete, bleary-eyed and awash in fright. By the time I burst into that room, it was horribly silent. There was only Jake on the floor, dead, surrounded by what may as well have been a battlefield. Whoever done it has escaped through the window, but I saw nary a soul when I looked out. You can bet I hightailed it to the Legion barracks faster than a jackrabbit after that. Councillor Jake, that poor man. I knew too much about his affairs, you know. Never figured it my business to say anything, but after all that's happened, I wonder if that weren't a grave mistake. Esmeralda's longest-standing lover has the audacity to remain lodged at this very inn, you know. He's called the Duke of Ferrol, a high title for a low man. If you haven't yet asked him about Esmeralda, I'd recommend it. 3 hopeless sailors. Truly wish I could help you, but I'm barely keeping afloat as it is.
Fortune! Ah! These days are stuck defeated by Alistair and Drake.
They say...
Will is disgusting. The folks in Hunter's Edge make